Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome to a new Let's Play. A game for the Sega Genesis that was made by Capcom. You can tell what this is from the title of this. Bunch of copyrights because of various years. Welcome to Let's Play Mega Man: The Wily Wars. This game is a collection of some of my favorite platformers, and by that I mean one of my favorite platformers and two other games that was lumped into it. This has an unusual history because this game was basically never released in North America except for on the Sega Channel, which was essentially a short-lived streaming service for video games. Think Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Now in the 90s. It didn't last very long if it wasn't obvious, but that was the only way Americans got this game until last year, when they included this on the Sega Genesis Mini, which is how I am in fact playing this. Alright, let's get to this then. I just want to quickly modify my controls here, and I think that should be good there. Let's get this started. Yeah, so there's 3 games in this, as well as a file copy system here. Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 are all included in this game. The games have been remastered for 16-bit. It's very much like Super Mario All-Stars in that sense. And yeah, there's a few things to note here. I will be going through all 3 games in this Let's Play, as well as the extra thing that you get for beating all 3 of the games. I know what you're thinking. I've Let's Played Mega Man 3 before. And you're right. I have. This is going to be a Let's Replay of Mega Man 3, but that I have also never touched Mega Man or Mega Man 2, and these were 2 games that I wanted to bring to my channel for a long, long time. I was really contemplating which version of the game I wanted to actually play, but I ultimately decided for this because, technically speaking, this is the best looking version, and honestly, I just want something a little more authentic that doesn't have a rewind button, not to throw shade at the Legacy Collections too much, because I do love that these games are available on the Switch, and I do have all the Legacy Collections, but I don't really like that there's a rewind button there, if I may be perfectly honest. I like that it's there, but I wish there was a way to disable that. That's honestly my main reason for why I'm doing this version of the game rather than the 8-bit one. So without further ado, let's get started with Mega Man. For starters, this is not the title music to Mega Man 1. I don't think Mega Man 1 even had a title theme, actually. Now that I think about it, this is the title theme for Mega Man 3. I'll speak my praise a little bit right now. I've said this in my Mega Man 3 Let's Play. I love this song. I don't know why it's playing on the title screen of the wrong game, but I love this song. I think I like it better in the 8-bit composition, but that just kind of comes with, like, natural, like, enhancements. So yeah, Mega Man. This was a very revolutionary game for its time because there was not a whole lot of other games that let you pick your stages. Most people by default often went with Cutman as their first because, yeah, he was often just seen as, like, the first one that people typically went for. I'm gonna be going with Bomb Man for my first, though. And it's the start button that you have to hit, not A or B. I'm used to that in a lot of other cases. Mega Man 1 has this weird point system behind it that I don't really understand, if I may be perfectly honest. Because the point system doesn't really matter a whole lot, if I may be perfectly honest. A lot of the time it feels like you get enough points just by beating most bosses anyway, so yeah, I don't really totally get the idea of the point system in this game, but yeah, well, it's probably like my least of my complaints in this. I gotta say, the collection feels very refined compared to the original. Mega Man 1, I can appreciate the respect behind it, but it's probably, like, it shows its age from time to time. But, yeah. So, yeah, also, unlike my original Let's Plays of Mega Man 3 or 4, I'm not going to be doing this whole one video, or one level per video thing, which didn't really need to happen, especially not in Mega Man 4's case, which I Let's Played that in 2016, and really most people weren't uploading, like, 4-minute videos in 2016. I'm just going to be doing, like, about 2 or 3 stages per video. I haven't really decided yet, but whatever I feel good about, I'll try and squeeze through into a single video, but yeah. It's honestly kind of weird playing Mega Man 1 without all the jank. I've played this before, somewhat. I'll be honest, I don't know if you saw my file or not, but I never actually played all the way through this version of the game. I've beaten, like, a lot of aspects of... I've beaten, like, about 2/3 of the Robot Masters on my own time, and then I kind of just stopped playing, I think, in Iceman stage, I think I kind of just stopped playing. Get an extra life there, which is very nice. I won't mince words. Old school Mega Man games are tough. Sometimes for not all the best reasons, but Mega Man 1 is a very, very tough game. This would not be my recommendation of a starting point. Even in this collection, I would much rather start with Mega Man 3. I do have to say, though, I find it a little odd they never really added, like, the slide in any of the other games, considering that this is very much a redoing of Mega Man 1 and 2. You'd think that they would have added the slide, considering that is a thing that was added in Mega Man 3, but I guess they wanted to keep things true to the original in a sense. I guess in a way it's kind of like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, where Crash 1 still never had the slide because it never had it originally, and yeah. But Bomb Man here, he's pretty easy, all things considered. He kind of just jumps around and throws bombs at you. He's not too difficult. I'm kind of messing up hitting him, honestly, but yeah, he's not too threatening, honestly. I kind of didn't really have a whole lot of ways around that one there, and yeah, it said we needed 80,000 to finish that. We're gonna get more than 80,000 just from picking up that one orb thing. I don't know why this game had a point system. It really kind of feels pointless in a weird sense, but yeah, we can also save our file here, which is not something like the original game had. And our next Robot Master is going to be Gutsman. I gotta honestly commend, though, like, this game's sprite work is pretty dang nice and pleasing. I gotta say that I'm quite a fan of this game's, like, the 16 version of this game, or the 16-bit version of this game. Like, I am quite a big fan of the, like, redone sprites and stuff like that, and I'm not just saying that as someone who's, like, a big fan of this kind of thing, because, like, I mean, I've played, like, one of my first ever video games was actually Super Mario All-Stars, so I was kind of, like, I was kind of used to that whole redoing of, like, older games. I'm honestly surprised I never got hit through that, or, like, fell off through that, because that part can honestly be pretty challenging. If I was playing the original, I probably would have died there. The original, I think, has way floatier controls. This game has a very different feel from the NES games, but I think it's in such a way that, honestly, I like better for this game and Mega Man 2. It feels like there's less jank about it in a weird sense, and I can definitely commend that for this. I know some people think that I should have been true to authenticity, but I don't know, I'm already, like, kind of hit or miss on this game as a whole, so oh god, can I get that? I love this series, but I'm kind of hit or miss on, like, the original Mega Man. These things suck! Oh, and I try to slide because I'm used to having Mega Man 3 instincts here. Those enemies there, easily the most hated thing from this game. And was that it for the first level? I thought there was another section to that. You saw how many hits that guy took and that he, like, didn't die very easily. That is how obnoxious those guys can definitely be. So... oh boy, let's see how all this goes here, because I have, like, no health. Alright, Guts Man, let's do this. Let's dance, baby. And that was a horrible, horrible miss there. Please, please, please. Nope. Oh my god. Please, please, please. Nope. Nope! Damn it! Oh! That was pretty close, yeah. I kind of didn't expect to do too well with that. His stunning was definitely, like, throwing me off more. I kind of actually forgot Gutsman did that a lot. Also, yeah, Gutsman, let's just bring up the elephant in the room before everyone else wants to. Yes, insert Gutsman ass meme here. Okay, thank you, internet. Let's find a new joke here. Yeah, Gutsman himself, aside from being a really, really stupid internet meme, he's not too difficult, as I just proved right there. He goes down pretty easily, all things considered. He's not that difficult, honestly. I think he's a little bit easier in the original game, actually, even jank aside. Just because I find that, like, I find the stun lasts a little bit longer in this version, but yeah. Today we're gonna be handling Cutman for the last... I figured we have time for one more Robot Master. This is a really... this is still a really short video as it is, so... yeah. Alright. I always remembered this being, like, probably my favorite song in this game. Cutman's theme is probably one of the best in the series. This was often, like, the first level people would play, too, because back then, games just weren't used to having stage selects. So, people might have just naturally hit Cutman without realizing that they would have been able to pick something else. But, yeah. Alright. I guess another question I could somewhat ask myself is, why did I Let's Play Mega Man 3 and 4 years ago without ever Let's Playing Mega Man 1 or 2? And I think, simply put, it was just that those were some of my more favorite games in the series. But this is definitely one of those series that I felt really long overdue, because Mega Man is not only one of my favorite platformers, like, not this game in particular, but the series and a lot of the later games. Some of my favorite platformers for a reason, and I feel like it's been a long overdue injustice that I haven't touched these games in such a long time. I will not be doing any sort of Let's Replay of Mega Man 4, even though that Let's Play was quite a long time ago. Honestly, that's probably one of my more favorite Let's Plays from the classic era of my channel. I just had a really fun time doing that one. It might be a little bit old to go back to. That was recorded back in 2011, but I had a lot of fun doing that one back then, so yeah, if you really want to get a taste of just old school my channel, then that's definitely one video or definitely one Let's Play series I can somewhat recommend to people. I really don't even need to do a Let's Replay of 3, but since it's in this collection and 3 is one of my favorite Mega Man games, I have no complaints about wanting to redo that one, so yeah, I will not complain about that at all here. These enemies always kind of sucked, but they move way slower in this version of the game than in the original, and I'm very, very grateful for that, because they moved way too fast in the original. I don't remember for sure, but spikes were really, really, really shit in the original, where, I'm not even gonna fight that guy, because it's not worth it. If you got hit, you had no iframes on spikes in the original game, which is so stupid, and what I find even stupider is, that design quirk carried over into Mighty Number 9, which was supposed to be a spiritual successor to this game. I think that's so funny, but so stupid. Anyways, let's fight Cutman. If I remember right, I think Cutman's supposed to be harder in this version of the game than he was in the original. I could be wrong about that, but I remember... Okay, I don't know why the block was way bouncier there. I also did not mean to use the bomb there. Yeah, Cutman was one of those bosses I never minded using the Buster on in the original. In fact, I could easily say I recommended starting with this guy, but in this version of the game, he has a lot more defenses, so keep that in mind. In general, I kind of feel the Wily Wars is a little bit harder than the original games in some senses. Mega Man 3 I have no problem playing, but 3's also... 3's the easiest of the Mega Man games, I think, but I think it's also one of the most enjoyable, so I don't really have a problem playing that, but we'll get more into that later on. For now, I think that's gonna do it for this video. We tackled 3 of the Robot Masters. Join me back next time where we tackle the other 3. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.